What is going on, everybody? It's Monster Chappie. We're back for some more wager matches, and we got a doubleheader today. This first game is 40K versus the dude named Hockey something. I can't remember the full name. And then the second game is a 20K game against Potato. Another one. Yeah, you know me and Potato always have those classic battles, the games that are forever close. And I don't know why, but it just happens that way. But in this video, guys, I want to talk about kind of like how I select which games I post, some stuff that's upcoming on the channel, and just general the support you guys have been giving, which has been freaking awesome as of late, man. And it's been, definitely noticed and definitely greatly appreciated. He's going to run a little bit of hurry up right here. And we're going to try to make a couple adjustments. Hopefully we can get something glitchy to happen and maybe get a little interception or a fumble or something or a swat or at least a sack. And he kind of just chucks one up in the coverage right there. And we do end up getting that interception. So what I wanted to talk about in this video as we're dealing with a little bit of lag here is really, again, what's coming up and then kind of how I select my games. So, there's definitely a lot of games where I win like by a lot. And then there's some games I'll lose by a lot. And that's just happening because as of at this very moment right now, I'm not 100% where I want to be as a Madden player. I'm still definitely, trying to catch up, if you will. As you guys know, I just recently finished my undergrad in college, but during those 2 or 3 months, 3 months or so, from September, October, November, and December, 4 months, I guess, I wasn't really able to lock in on Madden how I wanted to. So there's like a lot of little things I'm still learning how to do that everyone else kind of knows. Like I'm a little bit late or I'm behind the curve, if you will. Trying to catch up on everything, knowing all the little blitzes people do, all the little offensive things people do, knowing how to do them myself and things like that, and giving them cookies. That's going to wrap up this ball game. But definitely still overall just trying to improve a lot as a player, beating certain coverages and all those little things that you learn. And most importantly, making reads. Like my reads right now are awful. Only good read I got right now is running the ball. So we're definitely trying to improve on that, man. And that just comes with repetition, practicing, seeing different types of defenses on a consistent basis, and knowing what to do against each one of them, especially this year with how the zones play a lot better. So like I said, man, we're definitely, we're probably about 70% of where we want to be right now. The defense, again, has been playing really well in most of our games, but the offense has, just has a long way to go. I mean, I got the plays, I got the hot routes I want to make and things like that. I just got to make the freaking reads and know when to call which plays and stuff like that. So just all of that needs to get a lot better. So how do I select which games I post on YouTube? Generally, if it's a really high stakes game, I'll post it. Or if it's a competitive game, I'll post it. Like if it's a good game, like that first game I posted, I generally wouldn't post that. And for reasons, because it's not as fun to watch. I think watching closer games is a lot funner. There's definitely a lot of games where I'll win like that, and just, what's the point? I mean, the opponent either got outplayed or something. I'll post some of those if, like, some fluky stuff happened and I got, the win that way or got the loss that way or whatever. But sometimes that does happen where somebody will just fumble like 2 or 3 times, and they might lose by 21, not because they were a bad player, but just because, things in the game didn't go their way, and that does happen sometimes. And then there's other times where it's just not the most competitive game. There's been games where I've lost by a lot this year. I lost to that dude BA by a lot recently, well, about a week ago or two. But again, it was just still in the early stages, still learning what we want to do, and making and taking advantage of those losses is something I pride myself in, trying to get better off of each loss and get better after each game. But mainly I like losing because that means your opponent was at least decent or really good, and they're going to make you better. You naturally want to play the best competition. That's how I've always tried to play. Find the best competition. That's going to make you a better play. Just look at this read right here. The worst pass of all time. Like, can't make that stuff up. This game, those types of passes right there, you cannot get away with making those types of awful reads. Like, that's a noob move right there. Like, literally noob move. Like, you can't do that against an elite player, a really good player, or otherwise you're going to find yourself losing, or probably even worse, you're just getting blown out outright making reads like that. So like I said, we got a long way to go before we are where we want to be. You know, definitely was a lot better in Madden 13 at this point. Definitely was better in Madden 25 at this point. But we're definitely closing in on the gap, you know, kind of getting where we want to be offensively and defensively as he gets a nice little B gap right there or A gap or something. And, you know, sometimes there's random blitzes, sometimes there's good blitzes. I really do think that was a random one, but hey, it happens sometimes. But in return, we take Cam Newton down and give me them cookies. He gone. He gone, my man Justin Tuck with a big fumble return for a 6, and that's pretty much going to put us in a position to be able to wrap up this ball game with one defensive stop. But like I was saying, guys, you play the better opponents on a regular basis, you're definitely going to improve your game. So if you can find competitors that are good, you know, play them as often as possible, because that will, in the end, result in you becoming a better player. If you're just beating up on bums or people that are kind of new to the game all the time, like that's all you do, you're not going to get that much better at the game. You might win a lot, and that's cool and all, but you're not going to get too much better at the game. I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you really want to get better, play opponents that are either better than you or on the same level or whatever the case may be. Best competition possible. But I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay as well as the commentary. And until the next time, guys, it's been real. It's been fun. It's mostly Chappy. We gone.